Welcome to C-Train Station. I'm C-Train. This is the station. Dub Nation, how you feeling right now? So the lottery, the NBA draft lottery, it just ended today. Okay, this was Sunday. The Warriors, they lost out. They don't have a pick. Okay, their number 14 pick in the lottery got transferred or whatever on to the Portland Trail Blazers from, I believe, the 2019 Andre Iguodala to Memphis Grizzlies trade. But somebody, stop me if I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. Anyways, there's a couple things that I want Dub Nation to take out of the lottery, and this is when I love for people who I talk to, for fans, for Golden State Warriors, for Dub Nation. This is where some of the fun starts, is to just think. Let's put our thinking caps on just for a second, right? What is it? Did Columbo have the jacket? The investigator? Anyways, okay. Let's get our thinking caps on. The first overall draft pick is going to go to the Atlanta Hawks. Okay? The Atlanta Hawks. And the second overall draft pick going to the Washington Wizards. Why am I saying that? Because both teams, if you're looking at from a Golden State Warriors point of view, both of these teams are on the East Coast, or they're both Eastern Conference teams, right? The Warriors have traded with the Hawks in the past, I believe. I know that Travis Schlenk was like the president or GM. I'm not sure if he's around anymore. I know that Landry Fields, I believe, is a GM. Long story short, I know that the Warriors have some connections to Atlanta who are in the opposite conference. Dejounte Murray was only slightly, just for a little short period of time, was rumored to the Warriors at the trade deadline this year as well. Okay. And also the Wizards in the Eastern Conference as well. The Warriors traded Jordan Poole for Chris Paul, for CP3 last year. So they have a little bit of a rapport with both teams. Okay, where am I going with this? There's no consensus overall number one in the NBA draft. There's no Victor Wembanyama. There's no like unicorn. There's no alien right now. Are there going to be good players in the draft? No, they're going to be great players that come out of this draft. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that there's no overall consensus for number one, or even who's like the most talented. I think that there's a big group of 5 to 7 players who could vie for that spot. Okay. So now we go to the Hawks. Let's shoot it. Let's have some fun real quick. Okay. Let's see, who are a couple of players? So I'm going to tell you a couple players who I like on the Hawks. Dejounte Murray has been rumored to the Warriors. He can handle the ball, he's got some range, and he is a dog. He can rebound, he can play some defense. However, I believe that he duplicates a lot of what Brandon Podziemski does, and I love Podziemski. So that's why I'm colder on Dejounte Murray as a lot of other fans, other people out there. Also, like another guard. Do we really want to do that, like Dub Nation? I mean, we do need more ball handlers, which Dejounte Murray does. But I also just think that we should give Brandon Podziemski the ball a lot more. He's got a great assist-to-turnover ratio. He's awesome. He can handle. He can handle. If the Warriors specifically give Podziemski like a pick-and-roll player, a player to play with, to play off of, he's really good. No problem handling the ball. I trust him 100%. But when we're looking at the Hawks, I do like Dejounte Murray, and I like Onyeka Okongwu. Okay, now let's just go to the Wizards real quick, because there's an overarching theme that I'm gonna come at you with. Okay, the Wizards. Who do I really like on that team? Who do I think has I really love Deni Avdija. Deni Avdija was incredible last season. He shot almost 38% from beyond the arc, and he's just a really rugged defender. He's rugged and he's versatile. Okay, I love Deni Avdija for that ability. I think on the Warriors, Avdija, who is listed at 6'9", about 210 pounds, I think he could play. He's so versatile. He can almost go 1 through 5 on the Warriors. He'd be like a 1 through 5 player, and so a 1 through 5 versatile, rugged player who plays defense, and also if he could be a plus player for Kerr that's a find. That's a steal. Why am I talking about these top teams? Because of this. If the Warriors really wanted to make a blockbuster move, and I really want to say this because this is something that, like, I think is pretty controversial. I think that a lot of Warriors fans are going to be like, this guy's crazy. Of course I am. This is C-Train. And also, I'm brilliant with some of these calls. I think Donovan Clingan is going to be an absolute defensive dynamo in the NBA. For the Warriors, he provides the instant verticality, and he would provide just a level of defense and ability to patrol down low that I think would supercharge Draymond Green. If you want Draymond Green to be utilized, to be heightened to his max, to be maximized for the next few years, get him Donovan Clingan. Seriously, I know. I see Train. Clingan's like 20 years old. I know. He is that young. He is green. He's raw. And also, his defensive ability, I believe, will translate on day one. I never want to quote this person because it's like, how do I... Okay, the fact that Kendrick Perkins sort of agrees with the sentiment is not good, okay? Take this with a grain of salt. Kendrick Perkins agrees with me. He loves Clingan as well, so we got to look out because Kendrick Perkins, like, I just don't dig his basketball takes. I don't know how learned he is of, like, the game. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know how many times he's been that correct. How about that, we'll say, okay? Kendrick Perkins. But we are both in agreement, and I just think that Clingan's defensive ability is that good. He has such good footwork for a guy who's like 7'2.5". It doesn't look like it because his feet are still slow. That dude is like 7'3", okay? But his positioning is just amazing. It's amazing. His rim protection would be like Bogut to the nth degree. And it's just something that the Warriors have missed for so long. And the ability to catch the ball and without any load, really, just boom, dunk it. Catch, turn, dunk it. Vertical threat, dunk. Easy money. Now, TJD has a little bit of that ability for the Dubs. However, he still needs loading time, right? He's 6'9". Clingan is like a legit 7'2". If the Warriors want to make a huge splash, like a huge one, they need to think more visionary like this, honestly. I'm not trying to... It's... The Warriors... If the Warriors could turn Clingan into a defensive player of the year type of big man defender, it solves so many problems for such a, like, forever, right? I mean, like, for the foreseeable future. However, do I think the Warriors would do anything like this? Absolutely not. No. I don't think that the Warriors will do this. I don't think that they're going to. So, but it's just difficult because it's like, I think that day one, Clingan can have that defensive and rebounding impact, which is something that is so crucial to the Warriors. I think my biggest critique on the Warriors this past year is that they could never get a stop. They just couldn't stop the opponent. So no lead was safe, right? How many leads did the Warriors blow this year? So many. No lead is safe because the Warriors don't have consistent defense. Draymond helps. Wiggins and GP2, they weren't there for so long. Can they be depended on? I honestly don't know. I do not know. I don't think that GP2 has the ability to stay healthy through consistently. He averages 20 games a season. Excuse me. GP2 literally averages 20 games a season. Do the math. Go do the math. Do how many seasons he's played, how many games per season. It's crazy, okay? I think he'll restructure, by the way, that GP2 will. But anyways, hey, this was about ways to think about the lottery in Warriors-centric terms. Now, because if there's a player who the Warriors think could make an immediate impact. Okay, think about this. Brandon Podziemski made an immediate impact. An immediate impact. Franz Wagner, in my opinion, would have made an immediate impact on the Warriors. Franz Wagner, right? Can't we could probably agree on that. He played so well. He's so versatile. Think about how Klingon and Wagner were ready and how Podziemski and Wagner were ready and how they understood the game. The fact that they understood the game allowed them to operate and to improvise and adapt to the pro level just so much quicker than a lot of these other players. Okay, I really think that Klingon can do that, and I know that Klingon can do that on the defensive end. Okay? So, if the Warriors want to get really creative, hey, maybe you go for somebody like a Deni Avdija or Dejounte Murray and also try to snag that pick. Crazier things have happened, but only time will tell. Hey, thanks for following me. Thanks for hanging out. Like, subscribe, like. We're having some fun. C-Train out.